What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Schrishzen Thoughts, where I talk about stuff, and today we're going to talk about normalizing behavior. Before we do that, I want to say shout out to my subscribers, shout out to anybody new coming across this channel. Comments and feedback are always welcome, and if you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe. The other day I had a conversation with my wife, and we were talking about the way that I handle my child. We tend to go back and forth a lot. She had pointed out, she argues with stuff because of the way that you are, and she is generally a product of your behavior. So, what can I do to fix this? Part of it was, hey, you need to work on your tone when you're addressing her. My thing is, my tone is how I am. This is how I am all the time. So, I don't know how to fix that part, and you just almost have to deal with it. The boy sent me a quote that was right after this convo. I'd gone through and said, you know what, I will adjust my tone because that is something that for a 4-year-old, it's not going to go well. They pick up on it and will be more likely to negatively react to it. So switching your tone, switching the way that I address my child was what the end of our discussion led to was, you need to work on the way that you address her and the tone that you speak to her in. Boy sent me a quote right after that says, we need to normalize, I'm willing to work on that, rather than, this is how I am. And I was like, this hits perfect following the combo that I just had, because that is exactly what it was. This is how I am. The tone that I speak in sometimes is very direct and cold and stern. So working on that will lead to me having a better relationship with my child and probably having better interactions with my child, as opposed to just, this is how I am and this is how I do it. As a parent dealing with little ones, you do have to adjust how you do things, because they're not always going to be receptive to the way that you present things or the way that you address things. So no, you don't necessarily have to cater to everything that they want or baby them through everything that they want, but there are adjustments that you have to be willing to make. And I think normalizing, I'm willing to work on that, is a great way to go about it. So it's like, I said to my boy after he sent it to me, I was like, this hits perfectly following the combo. Something else was shared that hit along the same lines that I don't remember, and I could look up, but I don't feel like it. But this was the bigger part, because in doing that, it did lead to a better interaction yesterday, where I was arguing with her, trying to get her into a shower, but it led me to being able to better discern where I was going to use my authoritative parent style, and then being able to adjust it and switch it late after to trying to correct her behavior going forward. I have a very long-winded way of speaking, so to work on chopping that up and giving like quick bullet points. You don't go to the prize bin at school when you misbehave, so we're gonna treat that the same when you're at home. When you're misbehaving at home, you don't get the prize bin at home. Candy, videos, yoga, books, whatever. Like these fun things that you do get when you're at home, you don't get them when you're not behaving. So me just taking in the convo that I had with my wife, the quote that I read, and then implementing it into practice helped. It made for a better interaction with me and my daughter. And I think that it would help a lot of parents, especially, and just people with your general interactions. If somebody says to you, hey, this is what you're doing, which isn't exactly the most beneficial, rather than replying with, that's just how I am, deal with it. I'm willing to work on that. Thanks for letting me know. I'm willing to work on that. I'm willing to try and improve and help everybody be better. Hope you enjoyed. Again, if you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, bell icon. That way you get notifications whenever I do post new videos. Thank you for checking this out. Comments and feedback are always welcome. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.